Hey guys, this is Tasha. I just revamped my YouTube channel. It's been about a year or so. Let me get out of this light. There we go. So I'm just really excited to be uploading more videos on my YouTube channel. I'm really excited. It is so beautiful outside. Wow, just amazing. Look at this. It's fall in Colorado, and it's just gorgeous. Absolutely stunning. All right. So I want to talk about how do you know if you spiritually are awakened? I'm shaking a lot. I always have. I'm going to do this. Sorry, folks. This is unscripted. Everyone that has watched my channel, they know that. I'm not going to try to be all, perfect. We're flesh. And I'm going to use these ramen noodles. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Uh-oh. Yeah, we're still going. Really? Okay. I'm gonna make this work. Okay. Yeah, here we go. So I had something really funny happen to me recently. And I was just having these really weird symptoms. Just never felt these feelings, symptoms, internal and physical, before. And I go on Google and I'm like putting all these symptoms in, and nothing's coming up except spiritually awakening. And so I have spent some time researching that. How do you know when you're spiritually awoken? And so I had to do a video on this. That is, I don't believe, I know that's what's going on with me. Just, how can I explain it? Like vertigo sensation. You're waving, kind of like that little floaty air guy that you see for when they T-Mobile or whatever. You feel like that, but you're still. And you literally feel like vibrations inside you. And I'm like, where is this coming from? Almost like an out-of-body experience, as if I'm here, but I'm watching a movie. And then I thought about that symptom. Oh, that could be like, anxiety, whatever. But it's a little bit different. It's like you have complete awareness and your third eye chakra is just completely open. And I can be having a conversation with, say, like 10, 15 people. And it's almost like the awareness is so strong. And I'm so in tune with everyone around me in the sense of I can feel like their energy. They don't even have to like talk. It's like I already know how they feel. And I would go home and I would be exhausted. I almost have to like spiritually cleanse myself, take a break, just completely was exhausted. Ringing in the ears. I had a wellness check. I can hear fine. Even buzzing in the ear. And those symptoms really, I wasn't mad about it, but I mean, it concerned me because I'm like, what's going on with me? Is it something like neurological? But what completely opened my eyes and was a beautiful thing was I felt nature. Like right now, I don't just like look at the trees and say, oh, how beautiful fall's here. It's like I can actually feel them and I'm a part of them in a sense as I am a part of the universe like nature is. So I don't distinguish myself from being, you know, just human flesh, but a part of nature and the universe. Um, and, after I did my research on this and I was following blogs, read some books on it, followed people with the same experience as me, I was like, yeah, I mean, it's like I used to be attached to different kinds of external attachments, whether it is, people, um, alcohol, uh, stuff like that. But now it's like I just am, and I'm just flowing with the universe. Like I don't get attached to people, places, or things. I'm literally just feel like I'm one with the universe, and I've heard that before, and now I understand. And so there's different stages of being spiritually awakened, and there's stages as where I'm at right now, where at first you're like scared, like what's going on with me, like you think there's something wrong, and then you have an understanding and acceptance of it, and then you're at peace and you have compassion for nature and like everyone around you, whether they disgruntle you or not. I just have so much more compassion for people, and before I wouldn't like just stand there and listen to people's conversations, and actually care. Like before, I'm just was completely selfish, self-centered, um, but now it's like I feel their energy and I care, and I'm just really compassionate. Um, yeah, you know. So being with, yeah, I'm sorry, with the phases, but then there's a phase called the dark night that I'm studying about. And it's basically, it could be from 2 months to 2 years that you're completely depressed. And what's going on is you're purging all the old shit in your life. So basically, essentially, you're dying, your old self, and you're becoming what your higher power wants you to be. So you're literally transforming, not restoring, but transforming. And it's like a snake getting out of its skin. And you're just purging all the shit, like inner child stuff, addictions, people in your life that just were toxic, purging bad things that you've done, and you're not proud of. So really like a cleansing, a spiritual cleansing and purge. And I feel like that's kind of creeping up, and I'm studying about it and reading about it. And there's things such as, I think it's called Reiki, um, and of course meditation's the best. Uh, so I'm trying to find some good books on that because I feel like the purging is coming. I don't want to be on medication for it. Meditation is really key to me. We're all different, but I love it because I can stop my thoughts. And as we know, thoughts are not true. You know, and that's when we can be aware of it and let it go, and not let the thoughts control us or judge us. Um, but yeah, I wanted to make this video so bad about spiritual awakening, and I really feel like I know that's what's going on with me right now. You just look at the world so different. Um, you see the beauty in all the living organisms, nature, people, and it's just different. Um, Usually, people that have spiritual awakenings have been through something quite traumatic. It could be divorces, it could be loss of loved ones, Um, in my case, it was recently when um, I, well, I'm going to say it because my YouTube channel is all about real stuff, and it's a spiritual journey of mine, and as well as, research about people suffering, whether it's a addiction or whatever. I mean, suffering is suffering. But my case was, I was in a relationship, and it didn't work out, and so I had to heal from that, because I really cared for this person. And when that happened, I had impulsive behavior, because at the time I was drinking, and the way things were happening, I was not seeing. When you drink a lot, things are not what they seem. And so it didn't work out. And, I lost my job. No, I didn't lose my job. I forgot about that. It's been a while ago. I wasn't working at the time. And then with drinking, I just was so heartbroken that I didn't care. And I ended up on the streets. And, reached out to people, and a few people helped me out that are really special to me, and they know who they are, which I need to make amends with them, because at the time I didn't show that I was thankful, and I was. So, being on the streets, that's going to be another time, because I need to purge that out. But that was really hard and traumatic for me, and decided to come out to beautiful Colorado, because it's so peaceful here. So peaceful. I can't even tell you. It's amazing. It's amazing. And so, yeah, usually when you are spiritually awakened, something traumatic has happened to you, and it can be on different levels. So I don't know if anyone out there can relate to what I'm saying, or is maybe going through one, but I'd like to know about it. I'm definitely digging into this because it's quite intriguing. Very intriguing. It's wild. It's absolutely wild. And when you have a spiritual awakening, you're not afraid of death. You have an acceptance for it. Darkness. I used to be afraid of darkness, and I'm just not. I am just at peace. Just don't feel the same. I'm not the same like I used to be at all. I'm loving myself and putting myself first, instead of living through others and having other people try to mold me. Because if you don't love yourself, guess what? You can't love nobody else, not even your kids. And self-love is so important. Always had an issue with that. But now I do love myself. I honestly can say I love myself. I can look in the mirror, and before I couldn't. And I understand why I made the mistakes that I did. It's just a lot of inner child stuff and suppression of thoughts, not dealing with it, not wanting to feel the pain. And believe me, I have felt the pain recently here in the past, and still. And guess what? It feels good to feel, if it's good or bad, instead of picking up. I can actually feel these feelings and actually not judge them, and let them go, if that makes any sense. So, but again, I'd really like to know if anyone out there can relate to what I'm saying, or is going through a spiritual awakening. No, I'm not crazy. I'm not. You just know. I can't explain it. But yeah, I'll leave it at that. This is like a 15-minute video. And again, I'm revamping my YouTube channel. You're going to see videos of me before this big tower and before this big mess. I think it was like 4 years ago. They're like IT videos. And I'm going to keep it on YouTube channel because I want people to see narcissism at its best. Someone that doesn't want to face the music. Someone that has an ego. And I'm going to put that in a category because I want you to see flesh before reality hits. I look at those videos and I'm like, oh my God, what? It just blows my mind. It's a little weird. But yeah, and I'll have videos on just different situations. There's also videos on there I'm going to leave on there of situations that may be disturbing to you, you know, real life stuff that happened to me. Like there's one I was kicked out of a sober home for reading tarot cards. And that was in Florida. But yeah, it's gonna be real life situations. I mean, like even now too. Thriving like a diary too. Why am I doing these videos? Because I want people out there to relate to my situation. And it's a passion of mine. I'm actually going to go back to school, and I am going to be an addiction counselor. So I still build websites on the side. No more IT, because that was a trigger. It was just so boring that I remember going to work and like, so that was, I'm not proud of that, but I'm just being honest. God, I can't believe I just said that. But yeah, I'm excited because I'm actually doing what I want to do and what I'm supposed to do. And it's like a purpose in my life. I got a message from God, and it was quite fluid and clear. And so that's what I'm going to be doing, and I'm so excited. Yeah. Okay. So with that said, I'm going to let y'all go. And, you know, thanks for tapping in. And I hope you should subscribe. You don't have to. I'm not doing it for like money or nothing like that. And, you know, I can't wait to hear from you. You know, comment anything. And I'm going to add to this subject as well. So, all right. Love you. God bless you. Bye.